radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to this.
The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to
This is
Radio Biafra.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved homeland of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if their prize is death for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Held to be Biafra, consecrated nation. O fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending thee shall be a dedication. Spilling our blood we count a privilege. The waving standard which emboldens the free shall always be a flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible unscathed we'll pass. When we are poised, the wounds of battle to heal, we shall remember those who died in mass. Then shall our trumpets build the glorious song of victory. We scarred our minds around. Oh God, protect us from the hidden pitfall. Guide all our movement lest we go astray. Give us the strength to hear the humanist call, to give and not to count their cost each day. Bless those who rule to serve with resoluteness, to make this climb a land of righteousness.
This song is dedicated to the victims of this genocide. Those who lost their lives from 1967 to this very moment.
I had to do this song with you, my brother man, I don't believe you. Shake a man to beat you, my brother man, listen up. Tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. I need to tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. Tell that Biafra soldier he's gonna be alright. till the end. See them saboteurs playing cowardice in the corner. But we will win them all. I said we will win them all. Mandekano is the leader. He says it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Tell that Biafran soldier that it's gonna be alright. I need to tell that Biafran soldier that it's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafran soldier that it's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafran soldier that it's gonna be alright. Tell that Biafran soldier it's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell the wounded it's gonna be alright. Tell our mothers, our fathers that it's gonna be alright. Tell our mothers, our fathers that it's gonna be alright.
I remember a very good brother man from my nation, Biafra land. Hey, oh na na na, what a wicked world. I want a junior, another dead Biafrans, shot by the government. Because of our freedom, we are fighting for a better life. One thing I know, forward ever, backward never. We will one day avenge their day, someday, sometime soon.
Tell that Biafran soldier that it's gonna be alright. I need to tell that Biafran soldier that it's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafran soldier that it's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafran soldier that it's gonna be alright. Tell that Biafran soldier it's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell the wounded it's gonna be alright. Little children with no father and mother, I say it's gonna be alright. Pregnant women that they kill them, it's gonna be alright. Oh.
As long as there are Biafrans still living, we will make sure that their memories live on.
Rest in peace, our junior. Jamaica. Immortal. Chinedu. Wache. Subechi. Namami. Teka. Oxman. Oleka. Nkiru. Waka. Rest in peace, all of you.
Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people, wherever you are all over the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. Of course, this is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uche Okafor Mefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State. And Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Uche Okafor Mefo is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. I do not expect everyone to understand the mindset behind those words, but one day we shall. He is standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazen Nande Okukano. He is the king of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. Abia State is Biafra land. Mazen Nande Kano is the leader of IPOB. He is the director of Radio Biafra and Biafran Television. He remained the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people for over 60 years. By the special grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, I am George Onyibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. I extend my profound greeting to Biafrans who are always there, standing in the gap, understanding that there is job to be done and that job must be done. A lot of people are walking silently. You may not hear their name. You may not see them. It doesn't make their burden lighter. I greet you this morning, Gileo and Chinwe, and I greet you, Emmanuel Obona, Otagwa Makafiki, all those of you who made sure no idiot come around my Facebook platform. Honestly, I acknowledge all of you. So many of you. That having been said, who am I to proceed without acknowledging the Creator? What exactly is it that we have? He is not the one who is giving it to us. There's a city far away, still an old rugged cross. It is the emblem of suffering and shame. It was there our brothers were slain and crucified, that the British might unite Nigeria. When I remember this old rugged cross, all my trophy at last I lay down. When I remember Biafra land, I will never back down on this journey. I say there's a city not far away, located in West Africa. It is the land of the rising sun. It is the place they kill us because they want to steal oil, but we will never bow down for them all. We will push until Biafra is restored, no matter who is on our way. We will always cherish the land of Biafra. We will restore her someday. Yahani jaja gemao makanezoku e marama e ihunanya nenagi ubiomage o juru anyanya dadio inwe gembangwe o di onye dekage Ibu Alpha and Omega, Anine na sena edemao. You see. And of course, this morning, like every other morning, we must move ahead to look at our topic, which is simply titled, we must prize our freedom dearly. We must prize our freedom dearly. Beautiful things in life are found in difficult places. Most of you don't know. When you look at rose, it could be lily of the valley, it could be rose of Sharon. All these beautiful things, they are found in very difficult environment. Some of them there are thorns, some of them there are serpents, scorpions. To get to them, it's not easy. They grow in the midst of thorn. They grow in the midst of hardship. At the end of the day, they come out beautiful. When you see a woman who is in a labor, there is so much pain, so much agony. She's going to struggle. She's going to push this baby. She will yell. She will cry. And then in a twinkle of an eye, the baby is going to come out. And then all the pain put together, all the agonizing moment put together will bloom off in a twinkle of joy. And then even though the pain is still there, but as far as it's a successful delivery, you see the mother smiling. You see joy in the air. Precious things, I must also remind you that they are found in rugged places, rugged environment. Gold remains the most expensive, the most prized product on earth, if I would use that word. It never depreciated. Only gold and land remain the two things that never depreciated. They continue to appreciate. But I tell you, if you see gold in the real instance, in the real sense, at the first instance, you will never pick it. You will throw it away. Because it is clothed in black substance. And then somebody have to pick it up, as dirty as it is, as ugly as it is, as unappreciated as it could look like. And then they have to put it through the furnace. They will burn it in the fire. And do you know, the more fire you apply to gold, the more it comes out more purified. And that is why you have 18 karat gold, 20 karat gold, so on and so forth. That determines their level of originality. That determines the level of constrained process they went to. Struggle itself is not meant to destroy, but meant to bring out the true value and test of anything that is said before that situation or circumstance. Today we are here to fight to ensure that Biafra should be restored, that Biafra will be restored. Do not forget in the first place that a lot of things has gone wrong. That is what led us here in the first place. We found ourselves in a country created by British in order to conquer and subjugate yet another human being. They created Nigeria to enable them still under the radar. And this is the same faith, this is the same mindset of anybody who love Nigeria or support Nigeria. They are all criminals. They impoverish the people. They make you live without shelter. Biafra land harbors almost the highest natural resources, including human capacity globally. What we have in Biafra land, if we are allowed to control it, China will not match with us in 3 years. In 3 fair play years, Dubai will not compete with us. Must I tell you, people like America will be placed on their heels in 3 fair good years? But of course we know because of this, they will never allow us to emerge because we are black nation. You know, other people think black people are their food. But I wonder why they are delaying to just poison all of us. And then they will begin to poison themselves. Because if you succeed in exterminating the black, let me tell you Caucasian. Let me tell you the Jewish. Let me tell you the Russians. Let me tell you the Arabians. Let me tell you the Chinese, the Japanese. Let me tell you the Indians. Whoever you are not black and you are part of the people killing black. Let me tell you one story this morning. You may succeed to obliterate the blacks from the face of this planet Earth. But when there is no more black, Caucasian may be the target. And when there is no more Caucasian, the Jewish may be the target. When there is no more Jewish, the Arabian will be the target. You will do this until only one breed of Homo sapien is left on earth. It will not stop, because in the same children that come from the same womb, first son will want to kill the second son. Second son will want to get rid of the third son. Third son will want to get rid of the fourth son, because death begets death. Do not think that the extermination of the black will bring this struggle to the end. It will continue until the Creator says so. So you back off out of African land. You back off out of our matter, because we will fight to the end. We will fight to the finish. God be our witness. Do not forget, I say our topic is simple. We must prize our freedom dearly. If you understand there are people so determined to destroy you, you should be also so determined to defend your life. When we say certain things, people don't understand. A lot of people are so determined. We are going to destroy this guy. Guy, he fuels me. And our leader in this time will say, we are, how does he see it? Dangerously stubborn. And so when you see things happening, understand they are the one who push us here. You have oil, you don't have drinking water, you don't even know how crude oil looks like. On daily basis, they spend time making policies to make your life miserable. The youth of Nigeria cannot smile. Do you know the man they asked to go and investigate EFCC armed robber, Magu? Do you know his son was sighted somewhere spraying dollars and pounds in millions in a particular wedding? Or birthday celebration rather? Come on. World Bank want to borrow us money. Is World Bank richer than River State? Is World Bank richer than Abia State? Is World Bank not part of people stealing our money? Japan want to borrow us money. Is Japan richer than Biafra land? But we know all these things. And it is this knowledge that drives us today. That leads us to where we are. In the same way, we must understand that our freedom cannot come on a platter of gold, but with great price. In those days, any small thing in this struggle, Nigeria will say, oh, be very careful. Oh, have you not seen Somalia? Have we not seen Somalia? Let us not let Somalia to happen. They were mocking Somalia. Somalia understand that this prize, this freedom they seek for, they must fight hardly for it. Our leader and one of his brokers said, let me tell you, if we don't get Biafra, then Somalia will be better than Nigeria. Nigeria will be worse than Somalia. That is to tell you that Somalians were ready to give it all. To give it up, to make sure that their freedom is granted because they understand the value. Today, do you know that same Somalia now is having the fastest growing economic in Africa? Nigerians don't remind you about that. That same Somalia you used to threaten us that we are going to suffer. That same Somalia now lead Africa economically. And so when you see the cross you are called to bear, looks like iron, I will remind you this morning that they are wooden cross. Your fear is what has painted them to an iron cross. We must bear it together. We must carry it together. Everybody must get ready because we must price dearly the price of our freedom. They keep discouraging us. Why are you people looking for Biafra? What is this Biafra? How is it Biafra? What is your business? The Oduduwa nation have what it takes to make them good. Let them go. The Arewa nation know what is meant to make them great. Let them go. The Biafrans don't love themselves. But I am happy it's not your love. Igbo don't love themselves. Is it your love? They are not united. Is it your united? They hate themselves. Is it your hate? Let us be for God's sake. But we know why you do what you do. And that is why we are telling every Biafran, forget about whether it favors you now, forget about whether it does not favor you, we must stand our ground to the end. Because the Oduduwa and the Arewa, they are on contract with the British government alongside with other oil theft to feed on our misery. They absolutely has nothing to lose. And every day, all that is left of us is being taken gradually without our knowledge. Our fathers understand this truth. I can assure you, when I look at the pioneers, the people who fix this nation together, whoever they were, God bless their soul. We have maybe two national items, if I will use that word, but rather I prefer to use a petrol song for them. That each time I look at little documents that make sense of no relevance to us as a people, I see the heart of what we seek for. May I digress a little bit this morning to review our national item to you, and maybe you understand why we must price Biafra dearly. And pricing Biafra dearly is getting ready for anything that will come. The first standard said, Lord, land of the rising sun, we love and we cherish. Beloved our homeland of our brave heroes, we must defend our lives or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from our foes. But if the prize is death for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Hail to Biafra, consecrated nation. O fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending thee shall be our dedication. Spilling our blood we will count a privilege. The wavering standard which embodies the free shall always be a flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible afflict we will pass through this. Just too tiny for me to read. But then I shall proceed to the next standard I can see clearly, which is the last standard. Oh God, protect us from this hidden pitfall. Guide all our movement lest we go astray. Give us the strength to heed this humanist call, to give and not to count the cost each day. Bless those who rule to serve with resoluteness, to make this claim a land of righteousness. I will recommend you go back and read that national item. It is just the embodiment of everything we should be, everything we should have, everything we should do. Each of them have a unique message. The first one told us the value of what we look for, the land where sun rises from. The second one reminded us that it is our fatherland, and our solemn pledge is to defend her if it requires our blood. The third standard says no matter what, we shall emerge as a nation in the end. And as God protects us in the last standard, let those who are called to rule, let them rule with resoluteness. And this is one word most of us has forgotten. And so this morning, like I have said, we must understand that we must prize Biafra dearly, because a lot of things are meant to make you think that it is valueless. The enemy know how to do their way. They know how to have their way. And so in every given instance, when you see people trying to talk us down on the road to freedom, do not worry about them. Some of them are on the road already. Oh, please, let's not divide Nigeria and let's not go our separate ways. Let us divide it. Eastern Nigeria, Northern Nigeria, Western Nigeria, Robotarian Nigeria. You are a thief. Don't let them distract you. I thought they were useless. I thought we are hopeless. It is their duty to talk us down. It is their duty to make us irrelevant. It is their duty to rubbish us. It is their duty to destroy our career. They talk us down as much as they can. That is their job. I do not expect Oduduwa man to fight for Biafra to be free. That will be insane. That Biafra will be hellfire. I do not expect Arewa to fight for Biafra for us. That is insane. Biafrans have to fight for Biafra. But of course they can support if they wish. That kind of love is always overwhelming. But Biafrans must understand that if we do not fight to defend our land, nobody will. Nobody will. And then it is up to us. Gone are the days. They say don't mind IPOB, they are miscreants, they are crammies, they are this one. It's no longer that way. You can't imagine the level of frustration. They are paranoid. Liar Mohammed was cited quoting, As far as I remain in the office, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu should not come to Africa, not to talk of Nigeria. Liar Mohammed, I'm happy you know you are going to die very soon. Because you won't live forever. You will die. But let your children and your grandchildren know that you are evil. You place food on their table every day and night on the blood of our people. Liar Mohammed, we do not fight to take over your father's land. We want our freedom, a freedom that has been denied us. Liar Mohammed, you are feeding your children and you make sure Hausa children, you reduce them to Alamajiri. Liar Mohammed, your kind made the northern youth to become beggar. The ones that are not beggar are cocaine smoker and Igbo smoker. Like Arewa youth president, is area boy trained in Yoruba land. Liar Mohammed, we do not seek to conquer the northern Nigeria. Liar Mohammed, we do not want to undermine anybody. Liar Mohammed, we need you people to take your stinking leg out of our land. But we know your color. Show them, we will recognize you. We will identify you. And we will wait for you at the right place. This is one truth all of you must embrace. So I tell you, Biafrans, they could be your friends. They could be your enemy. They could be ignorant people. Never mind what they tell you. Never mind what they do. Because in the end, that is just the gospel truth. So when you see them say, this Biafra thing, what are you doing with the Biafra? Leave the Biafra. Let us build Nigeria. Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. Do not mind them. Whether Biafra or Biafra or Biafra, anyhow you want to call it, is it your Biafra? Ignore them. They will still talk about us in the nearest future. Oh, look at Somalia. War is not good. Look at Somalia. Don't you know difficult times? Difficult situation make difficult men and women. Wonderful men and women. No nation is built under the bed of roses. Men struggle to make it that way. If you know what the Chinese and the Japanese went through during the time of the Iron Dynasty, if you know what Americans went through, if you know what Indians went through, you will understand why South Africa is still suffering. People think South Africa is free. They are not. They are only politically free. Economically, they are slaves. That is why 80% of South African citizens are poor people. Very poor. That is why when you go to their land and you prosper, they are crying. These immigrants, these people, they are taking our girlfriend. These people, they are taking our resources. They don't let us get work. You are lazy. You are lazy. How can somebody travel 1,000 kilometers? How can somebody fly across the globe and come and undermine you in your own place by hard work? You are lazy, but it's not your fault. You may be politically free, but economically you are a slave. Carry on another xenophobia. Kill fellow black. You will know you are the danger itself. They will obliterate you. Help them to do the dirty job because you don't have sense. People paid the price, but South Africa is not willing to pay the price to the later. And I hope they will understand the need to fight till they are not just only politically free, but as well as economically freedom. When you see people trying to distract us on this road to freedom, allow them to do their job. People don't understand something. If you study your Bible very well or any history record, there is never a history of any man who had ups and ups and ups and ups without down. We all understand that God himself empowered Jesus Christ, according to the Bible, to do signs and wonder. Acts of the Apostles chapter 9 verse 32, if I'm not mistaken. He said, for God anointed Jesus of Nazareth with the Holy Ghost and with power, who went about doing good and healing all that were oppressed by the devil. For God was with him. The same Bible acknowledged that the shortest scripture in the Bible is Jesus wept, though he was anointed with power. But there was a time he came in his life and he wept. He wept not because he was weak. He wept not because he couldn't change the situation and circumstance before him. He wept because he loved his friend Lazarus. And so when you are oppressing, when you are doing what you are doing, sometimes we weep. Personally, when I cry, I am not crying for you to pity me. I am crying because what I will do to you, I can't forgive myself. That is why I'm crying. When you see Biafrans cry, Genu Biafrans, they are crying. Guy, if you think you are broken us, you are sleeping, you have an issue. You have a problem at hand. If you see George Onyibe crying, let me tell you, I'm not crying because I'm weak. Maybe I may cry because I'm too tired of being strong. I just need to be strong. But let me tell you, the truth is that I'm crying. What I will do to you, when that time comes, I can't forgive myself. Not to talk of God. That is why we cry. Dear friends, this morning I remind you, there are people who it is their duty is to make sure they distract you. Their job is to distract you. Distraction can come in different form. Some men are so lazy that the only thing they can do is gossip. And the way Mazenade Kanu is doing it, he's not doing it well. It is. Do you have a history formula of freedom fighting? Is there any recorded document that guides how to fight for freedom? The little one, the word acknowledge, they turn deaf ear and blind eye to those issues where they arise. It is our right to self-determination. United Nations will not talk about it. In fact, for this very issue, over 10 million Biafrans were murdered by British government and their allies. Nobody wants to talk about it. They are always afraid to discuss it, because all of them will be indicted in the end of the day. We know it is your job to gossip, so start gossiping. We know it is your job to put stud for your brother. Start putting the stud. But I weep for you. I weep for you. Because you don't know how it's going to end. When it was time to rebuild the wall of Jerusalem, people like Sambalat and Goliath, all of them went out against the man of God, distracting him. This one, you want to rebuild this wall. He can't even stand, though. God can even push it down. Oh, this one will do that one. All these are distraction. We can't bring Biafra, it's okay, but we will continue fighting for it. Oh, the governors that are not saying anything. We know, we will continue fighting for it. Oh, what are the Igwe doing? We know. Oh, the saboteur everywhere. We know. It is their job. Let them do their job. And let us do ours. We must understand that we will push this battle. We will push this war because it is here already. Until we make sure that everything we seek for, that which we long for, this freedom that has been denied us for a very long time, is in our grips. Believe me, when you see people trying to frustrate us on the road to freedom, my brother, it is their job. The struggle is the glory. This is a slogan of the first early Christian missionary. The struggle is the glory. They understand that on this journey, most of them died of malaria, typhoid fever. On this journey to freedom, to preach the gospel, some of which complicated our life, some of which actually gave us morality. But whatever they did was not for the interest of our people. Many of them died of malaria. But yet, they moved on until they feel they conquered us. And if we have to die of Ebola, if we have to die of COVID-19, to prove them wrong and push them out of our land, and then so be it. But they have a job to do. When you see them trying to frustrate us, putting checking points, searching our phone, committing all manner of atrocity against us. As we speak now, unaccounted number of mercenaries have been deployed, scattered across our forests, across Biafra land. They don't talk about it, brother. They don't do anything about it, brother. Most of you have forgotten already. They are dressed in army uniform for your information. And so when they come out from the bush, some of you will even tell them, Ahua, these are idiots, no Ahua there. These are criminals, these are mercenaries. They want to wipe out the light. They want to blot out this tiny Biafra. But are you going to allow them do that, brother? Are you going to allow them conquer us, sister? But it is their job to distract us. Honestly, I may be a member of IPOB, but I'm still studying the system. I know nobody can do this for us except is the creator. They called him small boy to talk him down. Now they call him an elder. Oh, he's a small boy. Mazinandekanu is a small boy. Now I remind you, he's a king. We started by telling you that he's the prince of Afari Beku. Now he is the king of Afari Beku. Is he still a small boy? Idiots everywhere. But it's your duty. Continue doing. But Biafrans must not be distracted by the way they function. It is their anointing. It is their cause. That is their calling to make sure they do those things. When they are so desperate and determined to stop you, don't forget, you are very close to the freedom. The more they issue threatening words to you, the more you see them determined to stop us. This is the time you rejoice, because they are almost gone. For the first time, Nigeria is telling you how much IPOB is spending to make sure they don't shut us down. Who would have believed that before? The moment that very statement was made, give us account, it don't end. That is why if I look at people, I pity them. I worked with somebody some time ago. In this struggle, the person gave me little amount of money to go to an errand. I know the money will not be enough, but I know I will get support from good men and women. I underwent on that journey. And I come back, the person call me and say, give me account. And I said to the person, we don't give account here. This is the first time. But if you say I should give you account, no problem. I now prepare account. I was giving 80,000. After documenting official account, he run almost 270,000. The person say, it's 80 I gave you now. Where do you get all this money? I say, it's my money. I thought it's a general money. Refund it for me. He said, no. I say, you will refund it. It's my money. He said, okay, bring receipt. And I'll bring receipt. I told the person, there is no receipt. The only receipt I can get is hotel receipt. And to go back and get hotel receipt, I need 40,000 for transport fare to go back to those locations. The person said, okay, write it down. We buy pure water in Nigeria. They don't give receipt for pure water. We enter Okada. They don't give receipt for Okada. We chop in Mama Put. We don't give receipt in Mama Put. I enter Kabu Kabu. You don't pay receipt for Kabu Kabu. And I remember one of my brother told me, who is a chartered accountant. He said, to catch a thief, if you give somebody 1,000 naira and say, go and buy something for me, if the person come back and give you accurate account of 1,000 naira, he said that person is a thief. You gave somebody 1,000 naira for a project, and that person returned to you, giving you accurate account of that 1,000 naira. He said that person is a number one criminal. He said, because once there is a project involved, there is supposed to be a room for miscellaneous expenses. Miscellaneous expenses will always creep in even without your knowledge. Because sometimes you can dabble into that money and buy pure water. Sometimes you can dabble into that money and dash somebody. Sometimes situation or circumstance may occur that will change your record. And he said to me, do not try to be correct in your account, but be sincere in your account. The person at the end of the day refunded that money for me. Though he hates me for that today, but I will do it to him or her 100 times over the next time. If it is your duty to frustrate me, it will be my duty to make sure you don't enjoy every minute of it. If it is the duty of Nigerians to make our life misery, we will make sure they will be completely disgraced without value till they let us go. This is how it functions. So when you see them so desperate, we're going to stop these people, we're going to stop them, you tell them to come on. Let Nigerians come on with all they have. What exactly are they not going to do? The only thing remaining now is for them to release nuclear weapon. Poison us. We have been mass arrested. We have been mass executed. We have been defraud justice in the justice system within and outside Africa. We have been heard in Kaminikado. Our cry has not been heard. Our matter has not been looked into. And all they can do is threaten, brag. So that when we are done with you, other countries of the world will learn. Britain don't travel much. Before, the Queen of England will be traveling everywhere. Did they even issue press statement again? These are group of vipers, criminals. Naya Mohammed wept bitterly that Buhari, even though he's dead, couldn't travel again because of Mazen Nandekano, the small boy. I thought he's a general coming to fight Boko Haram. Awusa must open their eye. If I look at what Fulani have done to you people, if I look at what Fulani have done to you people, that is what we are fighting to make sure they don't reduce the next generation to all of you. Yoruba will always support them. Awusa must know this. If you like, wake up. If you like, you are born in the gutter. You are down gutter. Then when they burn you under the bridge, you become dam bridge. When they burn you under cow or under goat, you become dangote. If you like, I say that is your fate. We don't want that for ourselves. Fulani will gladly do that for you. And Yoruba will endorse it for them when they get to where they give account in Buckingham Palace. Shame on all of you. But of course, Biafrans, I must remind you that freedom must be fought. Freedom must be freedom. It requires a lot of struggle. And if struggle is the price we pay, and then let us pay them. Let us prepare our mind to struggle till the end. I have no regret in working for Biafra. I have no regret in being a member of IPOB, because they are the freedom fighter all over the world. We will continue to fight this war until our freedom is granted us. We cannot let them stop us. Morally, they can't stop us. Financially, they can't stop us. Mentally, they can't stop us. Emotionally, they can't stop us. Economically, they can't stop us. Politically, they cannot stop us. Fraudulently, either they can never stop us. And we must make sure that that is not done. We must make sure that in every angle we will fight them to a standstill. We must ensure we recognize them so that when they come, we will see them. They can't deceive us. We know how they function. All of you, we know how you function. From the beginning of the journey, we know where you are going to stop. And we are waiting for you at the end of that junction. And may I remind you that wega febwe buri you. Must I remind you that wega febwe buri zikwa you? And now you understand. Biafrans across the globe, the best thing you can do for yourself, look for IPOB family closer to you. That is where good, genuine Biafran men and women are being refined. We are being refined there, I must tell you. Come and liberate yourself. Come and liberate the next generation. Look for IPOB family closer to you and join. Refining has started already. It is not easy there, I must tell you that. But our movement has not changed. Our agenda has not changed. Our policy has not changed. It is Biafra or Biafra. The best thing you can do for yourself, save the next generation. Every one of us have a role to play. Arm yourself with that mindset that we will fight this very fight to the finish. We will fight it to the end. We will fight them to stand still. I'll be back in a minute.
Do you know that since 1914 to date, up to 15 million Biafrans has been killed and massacred by the Islamic Republic of Nigeria? And do you know that Nigeria is a zoo, a creation of a white man, and it has expired? We must fight to the end. no retreat. Now we must win this battle and no surrender. Cause we be dying, now we be crying. Just for freedom, all we need. To go get there, Abiyama can save us. Cause the children call on you. Biafra must still be free, free from bondage. Biafra must still be free from killings. Biafra must still be free from Nigeria. Biafra must still be free from slavery. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Let thy kingdom come on earth, O Biafra. The time is now, I fight on you formidable soldiers. I can see the lights at the end of the tunnel. Victory is sure, no giving up, we are marching to the promised land. Oh, you say no to one Nigeria. Oh, you say no to pretend. Oh, you say no to divide and rule. We say no to South. Listen, Nigeria, jaga, everything scatter. My people suffering and dying, so repent for my heart. Yoruba, Hausa, Boko Haram killing us. Every day we be dying like a slaves. Give me freedom, want to freedom. Wanna be free like the birds in the skies. Biafra's all over the world, they cry. Now we calling, rescue us to go kick Abiyama. We must fight to the end and no retreat. Now we must win this battle and no surrender. Biafra must still be free from bondage. Biafra must still be free from Nigeria. It's time for revolution, for the land of the rising sun. It's time for revolution, for the nation of Biafra. It's time for revolution, for the land of the rising sun. It's time for revolution, for the nation of Biafra. We must fight to the end and no retreat. Now we must win this battle and no surrender. Biafra must still be free from bondage. Biafra must still be free from killings. Biafra must still be free from Nigeria. Biafra must still be free from slavery. Cause we be dying, now we be crying.
Biafra freedom, all we need. Chukwu-kika, their mama, come save us. The children call on you.
Biafra must
Be free.
Biafra must still be free.
The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to
This is
Radio Biafra.
Yes, of course, at this moment, our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line is 07081545642. 07081545642 is our WhatsApp line. And our direct line is 08122152971. 08122152971 is our direct line. And the special number for the female is 08128858614. Caller on the female line, your name and where you calling from. Caller on the female line. Caller on the female line. I think that should be network issue, but we must continue. Biafrans across the globe must understand the truth cannot be overemphasized. The truth cannot be overemphasized. We must price dearly the nation we seek to restore. Very important we have this at the back of our mind. You are a Biafran not yet identified with any IPOB family. You're finding it difficult to do that. Be free to forward your name, your location, and phone number to this WhatsApp line, and I will direct you to the nearest coordinator. And if you have written before and no respond yet, you have to continue resending it until somebody attend to you. There is a massive Biafran equation already. We must go home at all costs. We must go home no matter what. Are you still there, caller on WhatsApp?
Yes, Onyibe.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
The truth cannot be emphasized at all. Onyibe, good morning. Ụtụtụ ọma n'ụbọchị taata bụ ahịa oye. Biafrans, ụtụtụ ọma n'ụbọchị taata bụ ahịa oye. Ezi Chukwu okike abịa ma ọkasị eze bi n'igwe eze na-ekpesịrị ọgwọ n'otu onye ọbara nkịta okwuru n'ọnụ ya. Asụkọ m enu na ekene. Chọrọ ụwa anyị n'otu ekene. Nna mụrụ anyị niile, nne mụrụ anyị niile ekene. Nne anyị, nna anyị ekene. Ana m ekene ezinụlọ niile anyị si na ya. Ezumezu niile nọ n'ezinụlọ niile anyị si na ya n'otu. Ana m ekene ha. Ezumezu niile nọ ebe a ma ekene ha. Na-ekele ndị ikwu nne m, ndị ikwu nne onye ọbụla niile n'otu. A sị m mma ga-awụla anyị ọmụmụ njọ awụla anyị ọkwụkwọ na njọ ga na-akwa n'ezi n'iru na asị na-egbu n'ofu na okwere uchi. Anyị alalugo tete na-enweghị nsogbu ọbụla. Onwe ya lọrọ ajọ nlọ wee sirụla ha n'ọnwụ. Onwekwana onye nụrụ atak. Awee na-asị ezi Chukwu okike abịa ma ọkasị eze bi n'igwe eze na-ekpesị ọlọ ọgbọ n'otu onye gwara ndị okwu n'ọnụ. Ya bịakwa onye nna anyị niile nọ na mba dị iche iche ebe ọwụ na ụmụ Biafra nọ. Ọkachasị onye isi anyị na ndị osote niile ndị akụkụ wee na-aga ka anyị je dozie ebe anyị ala nna anyị. A sị m Chukwu okike abịa ma ya biko bịa ka o ketere ehihie akụ ihe enwe m ogologo ndụ ahụ dị mma na ekene onye na afọ na ngwọ. Agbụ aka nne ka ha gbuo na mma, agbụ aka ebe ka ha gbuo na mma site n'ọwụwa anyanwụ ule na ọdịda anyanwụ n'ọrụ mma ka anyị na-alụ Chukwu okike abịa ma. A sị m Chukwu okike abịa ma Chukwu ọkasị eze bi n'igwe eze na-ekpesịla ọgwụ. Onye ihe niile dị n'aka ọkwaghị ji jide mma onye nwanyere orie. Asụkọ ọgụgụ bịa n'ụbọchị taata bụ ahụ oye. Ka onye yetara anyị ihe ọma ma kwatara anyị ihe ọma nkwa kwatara anyị ihe ọma ga-eketara anyị ihe ọma n'ụbọchị niile nke ndụ anyị. Onye na-asị na ọ ga-adịla anyị mma na ọ dụgolo anyị mma, ọ dụgolo onye isi anyị mma, ọ dụgolo uche mmefọ mma, ọ dụgolo onye ọbụla asụsụ wee na-aga ije dozi ya na nna ọ dụgolo anyị na ekene onye na afọ na ngwọ. A sị m na ọdụ n'elu ya daala anyị na ọdụ na ya fuela anyị, ọdụ na mmiri ya sere anyị na ọdụ na ya kutela anyị. Ana m ekene obodo m bụ n'ime Owere ekene m gịrị ezigbo ezi. Isi atọ na mba n'Imo ekene m. Ogwugwu n'Imo, Udo n'Imo, Ngere n'Imo, Arụ n'Imo, Ajaana n'Imo ekene m. A sị m mbilite n'ike m oye n'Imo n'ahịa ogwugwu oye. Ekene m eke niile nọ na n'Imo. Onye niile nọ na n'Imo, afọ niile nọ na n'Imo, nkwọ niile nọ na n'Imo ekene m unu. A sị m unu bilite n'olugbo na ọmụmụ ara egbe mgbu. Ekene m ezumezu etiti n'Imo, Ifitan, egbe mgbu Ojidereke na Ifitenu. Ekene m ezumezu niile nọ n'etiti unu. Kene egbe mgbu Ojidereke ekene m ide mmiri onyere dibịa. Ekene m Ajaana na onwe ekene m ngere ibe agụ. Ogbugbu dara ụka ogbu ndị nwaanyị obu ọhụ adịm. Obu ọmarọ. Obu ọhụ adịm ọmarọ. Obudu na obudu omeke. Obu ihiche. Obi agbalagba oji. Ekene m mgbu n'onwe ekene m iyi mkpọrọgwụ. Iyi mkpọrọgwụ mmiri nwere eke. Ekene m asị m unu bilite n'ike m n'olugbo na ọmụma na agbọ ekere gwangwere n'ugbo ọtụtụ ma ọ ka tọpịa ka a na-ekwukwa n'ihe a. Onye kara ibie ekene m arụ egbe mgbu Ojidereke, arụ egbe mgbu nnukwu mmụọ ekene m uru n'ezumezu unu bịakwa n'olugbo na omume. Onye akpọ ibie n'olugbo na omume wee na-asị na ọdụgolo anyị mma. Ogbuefi Nnamdị Kanụ o ji ogu jide ọfọ onweghị onye o mebiri nke ọha atụghasị ọ wee eziokwu o ji wee benite ka ndị wee sonye ka ụmụ nwa oye Chinedu m nwa nwe ka ga na-egwu ji wee sonye ọ bụ eziokwu oji ndị niile na-asị tọrịsị ọ na-enweghị nke ji eziokwu oji ọgwụgwọ nke kwere egosi anyị platfọm ha ji eji arụ ọrụ ọhamadike ebe gosi anya wee sonye ọrịa ka o ji wee nwee ndị na-esu enu maka na o soro ụnụ n'eziokwu nwee na-ekene anyị niile ebe ọwụ na anyị nọ riten chọwa IPOB n'ogo nso ọwụ na ịbanye itinye ha n'akwụkwọ afa gị n'akwụkwọ ya etinye afa gị n'akwụkwọ ole ndị agha sịrị n'anya amada ole ndị ahụ sịrị IPOB ama nga ole ebe ha nọ anybody that block IPOB way must die must fall anybody that block our way for the restoration of our motherland must fall ise Mazi Onyibe, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
We must continue.
No? Thank you very much.
Caller on the line. Caller on the line.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please try and speak louder.
Hello?
Try and speak louder. Go ahead, please. But of
Hello?
course, that is Zoo Epileptic Network. Our people must redouble their effort and understand that the enemies of Biafra are not sleeping. They choose us out as enemy, but we don't see them that way. But anything that stands in our way remains the enemy of Biafrans. And whatever it takes, however we can to stop them, we will fight till the end. And there is no turning back. Caller on the line.
Hello?
Go ahead, please.
Hello?
We must continue. The zoo and their epileptic network can actually, of course, it is their job. It is their duty to do what they have to do. And in the end, it is our duty to make sure that Biafra is restored, whether they like it or not. When you're finished talking, you disengage from my line. Caller on WhatsApp, go ahead, please.
Hello.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good morning, Master Onyibe. Yeah, my name is Marcel Ngodio Chamber. I'm an Amber Chamber. I'm from Umeshi, Idato South. So this is my first time of getting Radio Biafra. I've been speaking with you privately. I'm calling from United Kingdom. So I want to thank you. Hello.
Go ahead, the world is listening.
Okay. So I want to thank you and encourage all our PB members who are resolute in all that we are doing. So, no matter whatever the evil one or those eras might try to distract our attention, we are marching forward. Master Onyibe, I'm very, very grateful for your intelligence, for your resoluteness. You are really a man that we need in this very struggle, and you are helping out to make sure that everything is going out, even to educate our people, because many things have gone wrong. Just imagine something that happened almost 100 and something years ago. A lot of things are going on. I always wake up early morning. I don't want to miss you. I don't never miss you. All your programs, even in the evening and the afternoon, because it gives me joy that we have people who are hellbound, no matter the condition. Master Onyibe, you are there. It is not easy. We appreciate you, and our God is going to reward you because of what you are doing. And we here, not that we ran away, but we have been here before everything started. I will saying that every necessary support you people need, we are bound to help out to make sure that Biafra is restored to the glory of Most High God. So I thank you. I thank our leader, Mazin Nandekalo, HMFO, and all the DSS and all the principal officers and IPOB and Biafra worldwide. The lovers of freedom, we thank them. Anybody, whoever that is helping us to make sure that our people get to their roots, we thank them. We appreciate you, Biama, who have been in forefront of what you are doing. So thank you and God bless you and good morning, dear friends.
Thank you very much, my brother. The people must understand the need why we must price dearly our freedom which we seek for. Everybody must price it dearly. Very expensive, I must tell you. Call on WhatsApp.
Hello, Onyibe.
Good morning from here.
Yes. Is in ala Biafra. Mazi, you are hitting the nail. You are hitting the hammer on the nail. Onyibe, we must pay dearly, no matter that stanza. I love that stanza so much. If what we have is to pay dearly to defend our land, is to pay dearly with our life, we will pay it without shadow. Fear. Look to these refuse. All these, they are living in our blood, thinking that they can bring open mouth to talk to our leader. Those people that call themselves, that call himself Ijele or that or whatsoever you call them, they are concocted nonsense allegation. They are trying to undermine what we are doing, the work our leader is doing. He was in diaspora lamenting. He has never seen or witnessed what we are passing through here in Biafra land. But we are in Biafra land here challenging him that I remain unstoppable CEB, telling Nigeria that if you know how to do video call, you know how to project all these things in the media.
You are making that guy popular. It doesn't make any sense. They own their mouths. Anything they like, let them use it to do. Just ignore them and go ahead, please.
Maze, I was upset when I see what this guy was doing. They just concocted laying allegation on fine boy doing this. But that is by the way. But I'm telling him to come to Biafra land, to open his stinking mouth for a minute to talk about our leader. Then we will show him that we own this Biafra land, that he's not the one that protecting this Biafra land for us. He was in Biafra and diaspora lamenting. All of them, we are waiting for them. And our leader said it. He said it earlier before now. He said, when we are doing what we are doing, the vultures are gathering and saboteurs, they are rising, and we began to identify them. Yes, that useless girl called himself, whatever he called herself, said that he was a movie industry. Halotted. Now he has mouth to join all these flavors to lay allegation. We will show him how to lay allegation, how to concoct allegation, or how to do social media. On the two times, as they are suffering, which we are doing, there will be a saboteur. Prove to them that we will pay dearly with our life to see that we restore Biafra without any share of fear. That we will tell them that we are fanatical about this Biafra. We are not relenting. All these men, when they buy data, because data is free there, they began to lament, they began to do all sorts of nonsense. See what this guy is doing. Even though, look at what Adamu Farouk says. Even though that he see a northern brother holding Igbo man leg, eating it raw, that he will support, he will not even say that what is did is wrong. But everything with these people can find that. But on the due time, we are promising you people. We are jotting everything down. We are taking lists. We are taking every record of what you people are doing. We will pay dearly with our life to see that we restore Biafra. But you people that think that you people will be an obstacle to us, time with her. Mazo Onyibe, I thank you on your behalf. I thank you for Kitabiama on Amazon and the car. Today remains Shabbat, the day of the Lord, the day of Chuko Kitabiama, who will go to do the needful. I pray that all Biafrans who are resolute, who are doing everything which Mazen and the Kalu is doing. Chuko Kitabiama commanded us today to worship him. That we will stay to worship him. That he will be able to give us Biafra. We are there already. All I know is at last, all must be in Biafra. Keep on keeping on, we are there already. Thank you, man.
Yes, a caller on the line.
Hello.
Good morning from here. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Go ahead, please.
Hello.
Go ahead, please.
Edmo Rade Kele Maizinam de Carlo, la deputy Ambuchemefo, Ahambolish Kudik, Eshimoma Wishalang Badapo. Mazoni Budo Drege, the Mazichemefo, the Chidera or Ogele. Every mobile the car, but not the Mazinam Dukalo no. Mean, I didn't work on the car, Woka. On work on now up to from Egypt, Nigeria, Lotala, Allah crying in Lampambo, Biafra. Admitolomu Biafra, the double no. Tono Black Tissue Janina, Ogan Hakrakedula. And when more to talk Kulabo, they hold on money Kulabota. I know la Biafra land, the Labota, Agala Switzerland, and Baby World Bank. Mustrani Biafra money can you use was here? Yes.
Yes, caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
I'm here, Mazi George Onyibe.
Good morning from here.
My name is Kistulos Ribo. We are Biafra, fighting for our freedom. In the name of Chukwuabiama, we must conquer. Ohamadike, I thank you very much. Thank my deputy, every principal officer. We are not sleeping. My name is Kistulos Ribo. You see, I will never ever relate to go crossing a Zodiac or GT all the way from Libya to Turkey. Are you stupid? Are you going? There is nothing. There is no way. Instead of you to taking down such a risk, you better come down here. Morocco, I'll take it. Because Morocco isn't going to join EU before the Turkish, where you are talking bullshit with the alliance. I don't care to know what you are talking about. All I want to know is where you come from. Where all the whole saboteur, the areas. We are here. Join the nearest IPOB if you don't have any gun to shoot or buy gun to protect yourself because we are going home. George Onyibe, for your effort you are doing, my dear brother, your life is hot. I can easily get you. I try my best. Keep it on. This is not a distraction. This is a way of what. You can see many problems in the road is narrow. Many things. Am I going to shake with a bagger? What do you know? Where were you? Where are you? 2015. Where are you? 2017. Dear brother, if you are talking, these people, nobody made them relevant. My dear brother, thank my leader. Keep on doing what you are doing. Back up, George Onyibe. God bless you. Shabbat Shalom. The whole Biafra. We are not sleeping. And any day, these people need the action, my dear brother. We need to use our military men from all this Northern Europe. I'm telling you to because I know how to deal with my Umpolo Iboman, talk less of their Boko Haram. No, we have suffered a lot. This is time to go. And when we are getting there, George Onyibe. Keep it on, my brother. God bless you. Thank you, brother.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on the line. Caller on the line, are you there? Caller on the line.
Hello.
Good morning from
sir.
here. Go ahead, please.
Yes, my name is Christopher. Sorry, my name is Madibike Obodo, calling from Biafra State, Biafra land. I hail from Enugu State in Kano West local government area, Amore Town precisely. I want to say a big and thank you for your works. Yes, I'm enjoying each and every of your program. Although it has been a long time I listened direct from you because our transmitter here had problems some time ago, but we thank Kadiama because it has begun to work, and I'm very, very happy. I'm very happy. I want to thank our director, my spiritual father. He's a great man. I love him so much with passion, with love. I'm ready to use my life to defend his because I love him so much and the good works he has been doing. And I want to thank my state coordinator because, yes, he's a good man. Yes, no man is perfect, but he's a good man and he's hardworking. So, Master George Onyibe, thank you once again for all your good works and your efforts. I believe Chugo Kabiama will reward each and every one of us that is in this struggle with the freedom that you have been seeking for. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Call on WhatsApp.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Stanley Okechukwu. I come from Gabon. I'm from Enugu State, in Ozu-1 local government area, where Fulani herdsmen is disturbing our people. I'm here to thank you very much for what we are doing for our people, and thank my able leader, Mazina Modekan, because he is the one and only one we trust, and his deputy Mazuja. We thank you people very much, because I'm here to call upon all the members of Enugu State, the indigenous of Enugu State, to come out and do what is needful for us to have our transmitter. Because if everyone in our land need to have transmitter, especially in Enugu, Nsukka, everywhere you are, please come. If anybody demand my phone number, please give it to him or her. So let us connect ourselves together and put our transmitter for Enugu State. I want to use this opportunity to thank you very much, man. You are doing wonderful. You are doing wonderful.
God is faithful.
I thank you very much.
God
because I hear your program. I hear your program yesterday, what you are doing. Your program, because our ancestors, I can remember when my father is telling me there is one man in our place. He's a native doctor. But from now on, our native doctors, they can't do what they're supposed to do. Because in the time, one man, his sister went to farm, and the Fulani herdsmen attacked the woman, and the woman came back and cried and tell his brother, and his brother followed her to the farm. When he reached there, he met the Fulani herdsmen. The man showed them who he is, because he is a native doctor. And after he looked into his bag and carry a beast, one beast, and throw it to them, many bees have come out from there. But now we don't know what our native doctor is doing. They use it to harm themselves. They use it to do one thing or the other. But now our hand is under siege, but they cannot do anything. Most of them. Please, I want all our people, please, all our people, immediate, especially those in the, please, if anybody need my contact, please let him know and give it to him or her. Let us continue what we are doing. I thank you very much, Onyibe.
Thank you
God
very
bless
much.
you.
We must continue. Are you there, caller on the line?
Hello.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Hello.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Hello.
The problem with some of you is you are listening to my voice from your listening device. It doesn't work that way. Pay attention on your mic. I mean, on your phone rather. Call on the line your name and where are you calling from?
Mazi George Onyibe, may Chukwuka Kabiyama continue to bless you. May Elohim continue to bless our able Lord Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May the mercy of Elohim continue to be upon our deputy, Mazi Uchemofo. And above all, may Chukwuka Kabiyama bless IPOB coordinators, family members worldwide, those that are seriously working for the restoration of Biafra. May Elohim bless us all into the land of Biafra in the mighty name of Chukwuka Kabiyama. Mazi George Onyibe, I called this morning to say IPOB is a family different from every other thing I have ever seen in my life. Our leader made us to understand this. Before we came, there was none like us. And now that we are here, nobody will be like us. And after we have gone, still, nobody will. I placed my trust on that word. Why? Because when I read some certain books, he, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our Lord, my Lord, made me to understand the importance of reading. It is like a charisma inside of me. But he stirred me up once again. This is not by education or I attended this university, no. It was inbuilt that I never knew. He made us to understand that if you know what any system that you need to bring out to restore Biafra, bring it out, let us see. Up to date, rather they will go behind to work with the same enemy that we IPOB are fighting against, so that they can be able to subsidize themselves and come against us. Even till the extent of open and radio. Yes, it is nice, but in which platform? To accuse your brethren, to accuse the one that stirred your spirit up. Is that why you open the radio? That is just by the way. So I say, whomsoever that feels that he has any other system to do or to bring out in this restoration project, let that self bring it out openly as our leader did in this particular platform, 102.1 Radio Biafra. Do it, confidential, in genuine, both even in your gorgeous mind, bring it out. You are also welcome, because the gathering of the saints is also the gathering of the wicked. As you are gathering, they will also gather against you. So I want IPOB members to understand that the battle that we are in now is the battle of truth. You are to defend the truth. Keep IPOB aside. Defend the truth, because our leader is a symbol of truth. What he told you in the morning about Biafra is the same thing that will tell you in the night about Biafra. Now, I was making a comment yesterday before my phone went off. Please, my dear brethren, Mazi George Onyibe, if you could remember, there was once upon a time in this same struggle when our leader was arrested. That should be generally precise. When some group of bodies tried to take away Mazi David Njoko, that is 2016. The main person, Ikechukwu, was I gave him the opportunity to be the coordinator. I never liked to be anything in IPOB. All the love I have is the flag. Whenever I see the flag, I feel like, let me fold myself into the flag and put me into the grave, because I'm endowed with it. It works me great than for me suffering on earth that I'm in a country. So what am I trying to say, please? Whatsoever thing I say under the umbrella of IPOB, atmosphere of IPOB, Mazi George Onyibe, please question me, I will answer you. It is because of our brothers. I was making comments yesterday. They call in Ikoku, Amigo. Please reconcile with your brother Mazi.
Thank you very
the coordinator
much.
The coordinator of Ikoku. Mazi George Onyibe. Please, let me conclude, please.
Thank you very much. Round up. Let them not recognize. Let them not reconcile. Let them go and fight.
No, let you not see that I'm accusing somebody.
No,
please. That's what I ask.
Stop there, please.
Okay, please. I want us to be in one.
Stop there.
Port Harcourt City Area 1.
There.
Please.
Stop there. Call on WhatsApp. Are you there?
Yeah,
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Chijuke. I'm calling from the United Kingdom, London to be precise. I'm a member of IPOB. Actually, I work in the media and I work for the entertainment. Basically, I work with our national coordinator here. Right. Please, Onyibe, there is a brother that just called you and he said something about he's from Enugu State and he was talking about, saturating Enugu State with a transmitter. So, is it possible that you can link me and that brother because I need to because I'm from Enugu State, I'm from Kano to be precise. So I mean anybody that knows me, my name is Chijo Kilwodo. So anybody that knows me will know my voice by my name anyway. So I would be really grateful if you can pass the brother's number to me or pass my number to him. That'll be one day. Oh yeah, the money mail me because
I will see if I can be able to do that. You will hear from me.
Okay, because Gabon number Alison Ada Biafra, which is Amaka Imoyovo.
Arose. Alison. Oh no, one day beke. Iwonye beke. Oh Arose. Anyi wa Arose ne joke adi amama.
Yes.
Go ahead, please. Thank you very much. I will see what I can do about that.
All right. Thank
you very much. I'm happy you are with the family. Very important for all of us. We must continue. And of course, we are inching closer to the end of this program, taking one or two more calls, and then we'll wrap it up from there. Caller on the WhatsApp, on the line rather, are you there? Caller on the line. Monitoring Spirit. Good morning from here.
Chineke nke eluigwe napụrụ ime isi onye ikikere niile dị n'ọba aka ya onye na-adịghị chi dị ka ya ọ bụ ya bụ chi n'eluigwe ọ bụ ya bụ chi n'elu ụwa ọ bụ ya bụ chi n'ebe niile ụwa site n'ebighị ebi ruo n'ebighị ọ dịghị agbanwe agbanwe ọ ya bụ Biafra asị m ọ ga-adịrị ụmụ Biafra niile n'elu ụwa ebe niile unu nọ ọ ga-adị na mma taa wee keke ewu isi ọ bụ isi bụpụ ube eburu enweghị ihe ga-eme anyị ga-alarụ n'ise maka na anyị nọ n'ụzọ we on our way going back to our land. Nobody stop us because we are the children of light. Homogeneous. Every Biafran all over the world used today to think about our leader from when he was in the prison. What he passed. He came out. He pronounced that the idiot in Abuja, in Asoro, is not married. They came to his house. They massacred everybody. To go to Kadia myself. As a result of that, our mother and our father are left. Man and Bible alone no what the done ala mmụọ ọnwụ nkwunu kwere Chineke na ọnwa na-eli nne ọwụdị nne na-eli nwa ọ ga-arụrụ nna m na nrọgele na segede na ndọ unu duwa ilu maka unu nawara na ala mmụọ ka unu kpọchịta ihe mere oji na-abịa fat.
Yes, I think the Zoo Epileptic Network still on what they know how to do best. But then we must proceed. Caller WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, my able African rep.
Go ahead.
Good afternoon from South Korea.
Go ahead, my brother. Good morning from here.
Mazi, my name is Mazi Fanny Chuku. I am from Imo Province, Biafra land. I want to thank Okike for you people, our Lord and the Savior. My special greetings and special thanks to Ohamadike, one of Biafra land. My love and my everything, Mazinam Dekano. The man that I love so much with everything in me. No matter what the saboteurs are doing, no matter what all the paid agents, no matter what they say, no matter what they do, Biafra must be restored. The worst part of it is that the more they talk about our director, the more they talk evil about our director, the more we love him. Director has eaten deep into our heart. Nothing, not even my father, can make me to hate director. Even I don't know. There's nothing in this world that will make me to hate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in this life. God will protect and guide him. And our deputy, Chugo Kike, shall protect and guide him also. You African, our African rep, you are over there in Biafra land. Your enemies, all their plans shall backfire. No evil, plots by enemy shall get any of you, including our director. My brother, everything you have said, we have heard everything. All I know is that no matter what they do, eventually Biafra must come. That is you. They are in another man's country, enjoying electricity 24/7, enjoying the running water, enjoying everything, hospital. Meanwhile, in their villages, there's no road to their villages, no hospital, nothing. They are kicking someone that God brought us to fight for us. They are there fighting against Mazi. Oh my goodness. I know. It's normal. Even Jesus, during his own time, people were against him. Even his family, they called him just a son of a carpenter. So it's just normal. That's to show all these attacks on our director shows that what he's doing is in a normal way. So we are solidly behind our director. And eventually, Biafra shall come. Thank you, Mazi. I'm signing off from here, South Korea.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
We must continue. Yes, caller on the WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead, please.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, my brother. Go ahead, please.
I thank you so much. Thank you so much for your program and for your life. I don't know whether you can hear me because there is not too much noise.
Ignore that noise. Just go ahead. You are coming out clear.
I'm calling from Germany. I'm a native of Umesh in Idato South Local in Allah, Imo State, Biafra land. I so much appreciate you for your good work and for your endeavor to make sure that that Biafra is restored. And I thank you for your tenacity, for your strength, and for all the things that I've been doing. It is not easy to broadcast from early in the morning and evening. You are so great. What I want to chip in is what is happening in our land. Planet is everywhere. They have occupied our bushes and our farms. They have done a lot of evil against our people. But the saboteurs in our land, they are not saying that. What they are saying is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said and what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not say. And we are recording all of them. And we are here to let them know that without Biafra we are nothing. And we must get Biafra no matter what they do, no matter how they sabotage the struggle, no matter how they do whatever they do. I pity them because what we before them is, I don't know how it will be because it will be disastrous to them. I want to use this opportunity to tell my people to, can you allow me to speak my dialect?
Go ahead, please.
Thank you very much. Omunnem na omunnam. Onye na-ekwu n'ugbu a o Chukwuma. Nwanne nwoke n'Umesh. Ana m eji m ngara wee na-agwa unu. Biko bilitenụ n'ụra. Ihe na-eme n'obodo anyị, ọ nụrụ n'onwe unu n'obodo anyị, bụta ọ na-amacha ihe na-eme. Ndị Fulani ejigo evire ile wee na-akpa mkpamkpa dị iche iche. Kọnụ n'onwe unu nwee ike ị na-anụ na media mana telivishọn Naijiria enweghị ike igosi unu ya. Mana ọnụ na-abịa n'ịntanetị na ihe gbasara Facebook na ihe ndị ọzọ ma Twitter, ọnụ ga-anụ ihe na-eme na be anyị. Ma ndị nke ọnụ jụọ anya ọnụ wee na-ewu Chineke. Ana m ayọ ọnụ biko ka onye ọnụ atụte n'ọra maka na Rochas Okorocha were go some of part of our land wee nye ndị Fulani si ha were occupy wee ike
they destroy our places, our farms, and our bushes. Because my own, little no, I get mgbe eji ama ndị obodo niile blitego n'ọrụ ọfụrụ ndị be anyị anụmanụ ụlọ na redio Biafra anụmanụ onye umeshi ma onye ihe na-abịa na redio Biafra na ohe ofu onye this morning biko anụ m ayọ ọnụ ka onye ọ na-ablite n'ọra mkpamkpa na-akpa everywhere anụ m ayọ ọnụ biko enwe nkwado a ga-eme ka ewe ike nwee vigilante nke anyị ma ndị na-echekwa obodo anyị na ihe gbasara sekuriti ka e nwee ya ọfụma ka ghara inwe ihe nke ga-eme anyị ka ghara inweta nwere onwe anyị nke anyị na-achọ biko ụmụnne m na ụmụnna m asị m ọnụ bilite n'ụra na oge erugo mgbe eji ama ndị wende ekene dịrị unu. Thank you very much for this little opportunity that you are giving me. I thank you so much. I say, may God bless you so much. Thank you.
Continue. Every Biafran must make sure that they are ready to do the needful, ready to go home. If Nigeria say they will not allow us to be, they will not be. It is our right to civil disobedience. Your Yoruba pastors may not tell you that. They say, oh, be peaceful, don't worry. God put them in power. Anything they do, just leave them. It's a lie, not my God. My God did not put any idiot in power to mesmerize my life. He put righteous people to exalt on the throne. So people will rejoice. If you are evil, my God did not put you over me. So for those of us who are Christian, don't let anybody deceive you. God did not put Buhari there. Barack Obama put Buhari there. Don't you understand? Call on WhatsApp, are you there?
Good morning, my brother.
Nane Kere.
Richard, Minkene Gudewa, Macam, Okwi Beri, Emema, and now small changing. It should go back to our root. We can put on the. See when he hear rejecting, dead based in any unanswered phone also. And about thinking, maybe any, it belongs to your role on a lie. Go back to your father. Leave us your father live. And you will see the blessing. I will amore in your way. Waiting, I get to talk. And I see Uche calling for me, Tari. Ojuku, Ibodo, and Yoma, Biafra land. I believe that people are supposed to understand. I know that this Fulani cow, they are eating many years ago because of nobody know that Fulani is poisoning all those cows with evil spiritual charms in different patterns and poisoning different type of their food many years ago and bringing it down to Biafra land for giving our brothers and sisters, our mothers. So that time like this come, nobody will have a sense or a blame to no good thing come to them. They are only supporting bad thing, thinking that a bad thing is a good thing. And different way they come, they make our own producer to make everything to be high, make their own to be cheap, so that you will think their Hausa is good. Now our people will complaining that Fulani food, Hausa is good. Hausa make every their food make cheap. Our people make their food be higher. We like money, we love money. You people are confusing yourself. They make our FIBO become highest money, 600,000, 700,000. They make cow to become 100,000. Now you go and bought a cow. You say that you don't have money to buy. Why our people increase their goat, increase their cow? They want to each villages. Instead of to tell people to carry their goat, put inside cage, for the goat to not eat your what you plant. They now tell you to remove your goat from your village, and you go and buy a star goat too. They make everything they cheap. Even the people eating dog, local dog, they're bringing a Wusa dog from anywhere to Umunede, to Isaluku, to Onisha, many places to selling to them to be eating. And the one thing in the time of David in the Bible, in the time of Egypt, is he governor? Is he king respect governor or governor respect king? But why this our time? Governor is elect. After 4 years, he leave that chair. Why governor expecting respect more than the king? Our leader that God stand for us. Oh, God, you must receive thanks. You must receive adoration. You must receive glory for you to send a woman being, because now woman being God go take bless you when the time come. If you are praying, asking God for helper. And when the time comes for God to help you, He will send helper to you. As a woman being, God have sent our helper. As a woman being which is in the canoe, because of the cow meat you people are eating, because of money you are getting, and that money comes from your land, and that the enemy come your land to take money from your land, and use that money and still bless you the same time again, for you to fight your brother, for them to be stealing. I am telling Biafra people, all those people, all those governors, they are not original. Their father and father not original Biafra, original Igbo, mother original, father original. No, nobody be original. Controlling as in a power. They're given a power as a government power, as a politician. Nobody be any indigene, original indigene. Because if you be original indigene, no matter the money they give to you, like Asari, you will know that it's your money. The money bringers, Fulani don't have any money. Fulani don't bring anything money came to our land. Fulani don't have any resource to give you that money. Because if you are really indigene, you will know that what they giving you more, giving Fulani money is from your land. And they're taking that thing again, blasting you to kill your brother. You are telling me that you are indigene of the land. You are a foul. And you are a Biafra. You know the law. You know the law that a governor respect king. And meanwhile, our leader is a king. Our leader is a king. Is it our leader will bend down to Namodo? Is it our leader will bend down to the one he call himself or Onyibe from himself? Use himself to give them Onyibe by using we collecting money from collecting share from the Nigerian government, and you are calling yourself Onyibe. Which person you are organizing? You know, Igbo is the whole Igbo is the whole Biafra land. And you are expecting now for me to give you respect. And if you go to where the king is sitting down, or you are the one who bend down to king. It's not king who bend down to you. Oh, God will bless Onyandu, because why? Now waka de waka pepper. Three, you cannot climb them. Una not go see climb them. Una they waste time. And if you not be down the canoe, if he not good self, mean that you people will not say bad against him. And as you're saying bad against him, people supposed to know without these bad people, you will not know the work of God. And when Biafra come, you will not know that it's a God bring it. That is why all those people must rise up. They must come out with different evil way, so that you will know that God is too much. Because after everything, they will still surprise how God will still fulfill His work to be manifest. Biafra must come by the name of Chukwu Okike.
Thank you very much. And of course, my time is fast spent already. This is where we'll be drawing the curtain for this segment. Be good. Be a Biafran. Do have a wonderful, nice day ahead of you. Ndewonu.
Greetings, Biafrans all over the world. My name is Izine, and I want to dedicate this song to my able director, Mazi Namdekano, for his love, his kindness, his faithfulness towards we the Biafrans. I say may Chukwu Okabiama continue to bless, protect him, and guide him from the eyes of our foes. I also want to appreciate my family, the great family writers. They have been wonderful through their articles. I say may Chukwu Okabiama continue to give them more intellect to write them. Thank you all. When he spoke, the world trembles. What he said is truth indeed. Heels and chants to set me free. Heels and pens to dry my tears. We Biafrans are grateful for the right have showed on us. Attend to walking Kadama to send in the sun.
Biafra's Got Talent exclusive.
Oh la 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 la, Mazin Namdekano.
Biafra's Got Talent, take a leg. It's everywhere put around waking on your man. When I see your consistencies, I feel much relief, cause Biafra's really believed in you. And your commitment over our motherland, that is our only strength. Nkamere, IPOB Onyibe,
When our director was in detention, he had to struggle for 2 years accounting. No matter the intimidation, he could run in when again. We could be Jema for your jaw. Mobuna got in Bendy on the bagging book. He made a copy get the jaw. Makimi hanging a jaw. Ibu Moke Jeba. I see
If on your name, I get when I boy, as a cookie, you get an awful. I want my old Jemafo. Toto Gaga Papa can never know. A wagon yellow more be sick. If I had the booby, a flyer, be a lily. I don't go to Gunam the Ganu. Only see a near never.
I thank God that we have you, cause you made us believe in you. You promised to take us to the promised land. Biafra land is my motherland. Nandi Kano, Ujime for Iye Digunu, Yabi Kakola.